In today's video, I am going to be breaking down different footwork that you can use as a shooter so that you can get your shot off faster, but more accurately as well. So let's get down, let's check this out. Make sure to go check out the hardest shooting workout ever down in the description below. Okay, so let's say you're out in the corner, you want to get to that wing. You're not just going to be usually popping to the wing, that's usually having you have a defender. Or you may be having a pin down to the corner, you'd be popping out to the wing, that would be an option too. But first, we're gonna go with a V-cut. And we're gonna be popping or cutting down towards the block, and then you're gonna be popping out. Now, when you're popping out towards that wing from the post, either off of a pin down screen or just doing a V-cut, this footwork is really going to change a lot for you. And that is, you're going to be receiving that ball. What I want you to do is to hop off of that right foot, go left, right. So a little bit quicker is gonna look like this. Bang, bang. You wanna turn your body so that you can get that shot off much faster. And basically how it looks is you're gonna go just like that. Small little hop, left, right, and that will allow you to get your footwork perfect so that you can get that shot off. This footwork also works extremely well if you are cutting baseline like Steph Curry, or if you've got a screen coming down to the post from the corner and you get that ball, all you have to do is left, right, and up. Simple footwork will allow you to make simple shots. And of course, if you are a left-handed shooter and you were coming out towards this side, again, it's going to be very similar. You're going to be hopping off of your right leg. You're going to be hopping in towards that left side so that you can go up with your left-handed shot. Now, for us right-handed shooters coming off towards this side, it may be a bit difficult. Of course, you're going to get that ball. You're going to have to really turn your body, and that's just not going to be very easy. You're really having to turn your body a lot, and it's going to be much slower and potentially less accurate. So what I like to explain to players, if you're coming off of the right side and you're a right-handed player, you want to plant that right foot and turn. So you want to get it, turn, and then shot. That's going to be much faster for you. And you can even do stuff like this where you can take a dribble and then push off of that right foot to go left, right, and then go into your shot. That's a much faster, easier movement for us right-handed shooters on this side. If you were a left-handed shooter on the other side, you would just mirror that same movement. Now, while using that same footwork where we would get that ball and catch on that right foot, we can actually jab left and then take one dribble towards that right side and pull up. Now, the benefit to this is if you're coming off of, let's say, a high cut or even a pin down and you receive that ball, you get it on your right foot. If you've got your man recovering out to you, that means that he's got a lot of momentum. And if you can just do a quick jab while he is recovering out to you, you could very easily make it so that he just goes towards that left side. You pull up for that right side shot, that right hand dribble shot, and that's going to allow you to open up a lot more opportunities for yourself. This also works on this left side as well, where we get that ball, we can get that on our left foot, jab, especially when you're coming across a high cut. That's going to allow that man to think that you're going to go drive right and then pull up for that shot on the left side. That's going to be really handy and helpful to allow you to score more points and have more open shots. But I'm going to tell you right now, you get that ball, you can't just stand here for 2 or 3 seconds and then decide to do that jab. It's not going to work. You have to, in basketball, especially at the higher levels, you have to do things quick. You can't just get that ball, wait a few seconds, and then jab and go. That's not always going to work at the higher levels. As soon as you get that ball, you need to make a decision quick, and you need to make it, just basically make it look like you're going hard. You can't just get that ball, say, oh, there's my jab, because that's not going to work. You have to do a nice, hard jab. You get it? Bang, Like if you're about to go that way and then take that shot. You have to be deliberate with every movement that you make, and the higher levels that you get to, the faster you need to move, the faster you need to think. Okay, so this next one is coming off of a pin down screen once again. Now this time, let's say you've got a pin down screen set up and your guy who's defending you, goes over top of the screen. He's cheating. He sees it coming, he goes that way. There's two things you can do at this point. If he decides to go over top of that screen when you're popping out, you can cut back down, get a backdoor cut layup. That works very well. Of course, that's not shooting, but you can't just be a singular threat. You cannot just be a three-point threat. You need to have the ability to cut back door, get those layups off of your shot, because then that makes you even more deadly on the court. The other option, if your man goes over top of the screen, is you pop out just a bit wider, you turn, and then you kind of start gliding over, and then you can pop for that shot. So for example, if I'm coming up and I see that he starts popping up, then I'll plant that left foot, turn, and go for that shot. That's going to allow you to have a lot more opportunities of being able to shoot. So that time I hopped off my right foot, that wouldn't really work. You need to be able to grab it, left, turn, shot. Nice, quick, deliberate shot. And that's going to allow you to be able to hit more shots, because guess what? If your man goes over top of that screen, by you going a bit wider, turning quick, he's way over there. There's nothing he can do now. You just beat him, you'll have a wide open shot. This is how Steph Curry gets a ton of shots in game 2, if you really watch. I hope that this video helps you being able to come off of screens and jack in a three-point shot in game. If it does, hit that like button, subscribe. Make sure to go check out the hardest shooting workout ever down in the description below.